and I'm just like, oh. Like I was actively like, hey, what have they got going on here? Like, this is nice.
Howdy Meowers, my name is Utility, and welcome back to the BlushCat podcast.
Hi everyone, my name is Devin, and I'm also here today, just like I always am, making the intro as awkward as ever.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me, even though I already know, and everybody else, what we are talking about today?
I'll do that, Utility. I will do that kindly. Today we're talking about K-pop comebacks from the month of September 2025, in case you were unprepared for that. Maybe you're a time traveler. Maybe this is your first time hearing the date. You just picked up the first piece of media that you could to consume to be like, I hope they tell me the date. And we have. Well, we didn't tell you the date, but we told you the year, which is the most important thing for a time traveler, unless you're time traveling very short distances.
Yes. Okay. That was fresh and funky.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah, okay, if you are a regular Meower, you already know what's going to be going on here. So we have some comebacks to talk about. We can't talk about them all. There's a chance that some we missed from the month might show up in the year-end roundup, so just subscribe so you don't miss any of our thoughts. We're going to start with ZEROBASEONE, ZB1, as some of you kids might call them.
How cool, I'm a kid!
Okay, we actually already talked about Slam Dunk in July, I'm assuming, because that's when it came out. So if you want to hear our thoughts on that, you can go listen to that comeback episode. But it might come up again a little bit because they did perform it again, and I do have something to say about it, so I'll say what I want to say about it. And I mean, I'm assuming you probably want to say the same thing if you saw it, because it's pretty cool and unique.
Oh, well, I don't know. Why don't you let me know?
Okay, I just wanted to say that they had an Mnet comeback special, and they performed a lot of their songs from their album, and so they did Slam Dunk again, and I just really loved how they each wore, I think it was a fan favorite outfit.
Oh, I didn't realize that that's what was happening.
Yeah, it didn't go at all. It wasn't cohesive, and it didn't even go with Slam Dunk, but it was a fun thing, and I appreciate that they did that. I know that WJSN used to, on their last music show performance for a comeback, each member would be wearing a different outfit from that promo period, and that was a cool, fun thing. So I like to see that sometimes.
I think MONSTA X has done something like that for a dance practice, maybe, where everyone wore something from a different era. I don't remember. I definitely feel like I've seen a compilation of outfits look before.
Okay. Well, their title track, because this is their first full album, okay? So they were doing a lot here. It's getting time for ZB1 to, disband. And so usually when that happens with these project groups, they release a full album at the end of the contract period. So that's what's happening. Their title track is Iconic with a K. And they also promoted the B-side Lovesick Game.
We are the Lovesick Game. Okay.
What do you think about Iconic?
I feel like I always try to gauge the audience's, the Meowers' perception of what they think I'm going to say and how they think I'm going to feel about it, and give them a warning. Do you guys think that I hate ZB1 music? I kind of feel like you guys might think that a little bit, even though I usually say that it's good, but I usually have a lot of problems with it. This is probably one of my favorite title tracks from ZB1. I'm really liking Iconic. So, if this is one of their last ones, I think it's a really good one. the music video is fine, which is, you know, a really big turn of events. Like, it's a little bit of a ripoff of Rise's recent sort of concept visually, I feel like, for Ember to Solar, you know, and obviously they have reason to do the astronaut, I guess, concept, the space concept. Like, they totally have a reason for it, but it's just that it was like, I feel like it's Rise just did it and it looks so similar with like the styling that they did, but you know, it's fine anyway that is happening. I love the start of the song, Zhonghao's part at the start, so good. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to bring the same people up over and over again every time we ever talk about ZB1, but that's just what happens. Gunuk, I mean, this is just kind of like, I feel like this is his time. I feel like the era of styling and everything is so Gunuk, you know, like that he really gets to just deliver here, but he's always delivering. And Ricky really is on a hot streak right now, isn't he? Like, he's really, I think he's just vibing with it, you know? Like, he's really bringing it to the table once again. So, like, you know, some of the members I thought were really delivering. The song is really catchy and good and fun sounding. The music video, not so bad. Like, you know, they're on the up and up, you know? That's not the right word. That sounds like they're not frauds. What I mean to say is, like, they're having a good, like, they're on a good streak, you know? Because for, like, maybe they've just been consistently getting better for me.
Yeah, I think so.
Because, like, since
you think that.
Yeah, since the beginning, it started real rough, and then it was like, okay, and now it's getting better. So, good job, ZB1. There are parts of the song where I think they're kind of losing me a little bit. I'm like, it got less good, but there are parts that are so good that it's fine.
Okay. Cool. That's a relief to hear, actually. It is. I'm surprised.
Oh, okay.
I literally can't tell you much about the music video because I did only see it twice. That's going to be the same for most of the comebacks that we are talking about today. The music videos really don't have much to say on those. I didn't think it was their worst video by any means, but it was just a little bit boring and, like, dull. No offense, like, that's just my opinion. It was like too dark. I did like the star. Yeah, I liked that. And, like, the styling in the music video is okay. But yeah, it is giving Ember to Solar, but even though that's just, like, you know, kind of basic styling at the same time.
Yes, that's, like, I do think the styling is basic, but it's a genre that I like. So, you know, I'm like, okay, well, it is good, but, like, it is basic.
Yeah, but the ones that were in the music video that they also wore for Studio Choom, especially Terry and Gunuk's jackets, and I think it was Yujin's, and also Jiyoung's super sparkly pants. Those were some good looks, good pieces. I liked that. But on the stages, some stages, the styling was just so bad. I have no idea what they were putting some of the members in, but I feel bad for them. They just did not go together, and they were like weird, tacky pieces. Sorry, that's like one of my strongest opinions I've ever dropped. But I was like, what is going on? But yeah, the song itself, I initially wasn't like over the moon about either, because I really, really like Good So Bad and Blue, and I was kind of hoping that it would, like, that ZB1 would keep having a similar sound to those title tracks. But after a few more listens and watching the performances and everything, I found that it really has its charm. I think, like, in terms of song, it's better than Feel the Pop, even though Feel the Pop is, super catchy, super iconic. But yeah, all the people that you mentioned, extra shout out. But also Matthew, and of course I got to shout out Tay-Ray. So yeah, I like iconic. I would consider it iconic. Sure, why not?
Yeah. I just want to say something that it applies to ZB1, sure, but it applies to kind of just. Okay, let me just say something. I just want to say it right now because I don't want to forget about it.
Okay.
I just want to bring up something that I noticed that I have been appreciating, and it's about the hair.
Oh, okay.
The hair of boys in boy groups. I mean, okay, we're soloists, but I just appreciate that we seem to be back in an era where the hair can just be kind of regular and look good, and the hairstyles are not like, for a while the hairstyles were like trying to be unique and different in a capacity that was like overwhelming and or it just didn't look good. Like, let's be real, like there were so many looks, it was like there has to be someone with that look, who's gonna have the mullet this time around, like it just like for a while there was a lot of focus on the hair being like different and like trendy. And the hair looks, some people might be thinking they're kind of back to the basics, but I appreciate it a lot. I was saying that ZB1's clothing style was sort of basic for this comeback at sometimes, but like it's at least a style that I liked. The hair, sometimes maybe it's basic, but I don't have a whole bunch of problems with the hair anymore of late.
That's true. I agree with that. And a lot of people are having black hair now as well, and I feel like for a while it was like no, like we don't want that. We don't want any natural colors. We're gonna have the whole group have dyed hair for like 3 years of their career, and True. I feel like it makes I feel like it can look so sharp, like when the hair is styled like that and when it's like a dark color. So yeah, I've been liking it too. Now, Lovesick Game, the B-side that they promoted, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's all right. So obviously this is not the type of song for me, because it's giving those Over Me vibes. Everyone was so here for that. So glad they're doing a song like Over Me. But I'm not really here for it. I was intrigued by the chairs when I saw the chairs, but I thought that they would do more with them. Like, I mean, maybe it would have been kind of obtrusive to do more with them. Maybe what they did was kind of the limits of what they should do, because it's like, well, we don't want it to be looking like some sort of like, Britney Spears 2000s dance breakdown. Like, we don't want it.
Rolling?
Yeah, see, like I just thought it would be like more, like I feel like because they kind of got rid of the chairs at the end, like they just start doing regular choreography. I just feel like it's like, I thought the chairs were gonna be something,
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Okay, well, I actually really, really, really like this one.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I mentioned in our autumn recommendations, fall K-pop recommendations episode, that the red velvet vibes on this song are through the roof. They just are. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Red Velvet Underwater, but it definitely reminds me of that.
It took everything in me, but I didn't do the red velvet thing.
Okay. Well,
I know you complimented it last time, but now I'm like, do I do it too much?
So yeah, kind of what you were getting at. This song or like concept really doesn't have much going for it in terms of me liking it, because most of the time I don't really care when boy groups are performing songs that are this style. I didn't like Over Me, like, at all. And if you're saying that people are like, oh, glad they're doing that again, then I would, like, if I heard that they were going to be doing something similar to that, I'd be like, oh, like, no, thank you. But yeah, I actually really love this. And I think that the stages are so captivating. I don't find them boring at all. And I don't think that it's like tacky or extra. I think it's just right.
I mean, I don't think it's tacky or extra, that's for sure. And I don't think it's boring. I just thought it would be more, like, there would be more going on. But I will take the chairs over cloths any day.
Oh, see, like, yeah, I don't know. I got cloths with blue.
Right.
And now chairs with this. Yeah, I feel like if they used the chairs more or differently, it would have been too chaotic, like that one performance that they had done last year with the mic stands. Oh. And we were kind of like, ooh, like they were trying something different, but it seemed a little pointless and a little too chaotic. But I don't think this was like that at all. I just love how blue the song feels. Like, I wish it had blue in the title because it would fit so well with all the other songs. Well, not all of them, but like a lot of the blue songs in the BlushCat Colors playlist. The vocals, those are great. And going back to the performance aspect, I think Ricky's glasses part is iconic. I don't know if you saw any stages where he did that.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
He like has glasses and like he like does a thing with taking his glasses off and like on and stuff. I don't know, it's cool. And also Zhang Hao's ending. He's really nailing that part. That lovesick game and then like the little like tear. That's really iconic as well. And I am bringing it up because I can. The choreography is also having some small similarities to PLAVE's Dash. But also, the Matthew Hanbin part is giving Suga, Jim, and Spring Day, which I'm sure we all thought of that, but whatever. Whatever. So, yeah, I really like Lovesick Game. I think it's a good song.
Okay, nice.
Now, that comeback special that I talked about, where they performed more of their songs, did you happen to catch any of those performances?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any thoughts on them?
Well, Goosebumps, I thought it was cute. And I feel like the performance was the embodiment of the song, you know? Like, I listened to the song and then I saw them perform it and I was like, this is exactly how it should have been, you know? Like, It felt just like this, listening to the song. So that was nice. Like, they did a good job with it.
I'll say that Goosebumps, I really enjoyed the performance for it. Like, once again, I just thought it was really good. I liked the styling. It was very fall campus. And I also really like the choreography. One of the reasons is it's reminding me a lot of Astro choreography. I loved seeing how dynamic it was. Like, there was a lot of motion. The members were weaving in and out and they travel across the whole stage, and I thought it was fun. And the choreography at the bridge was cool too, how they're moving the choreography down the line and then it goes back again. I like when they do stuff like that. And I like the song as well. It reminds me of the like laid back sort of style that Pentagon Baby I Love You has. But I do find it funny how they're like goose goose like for like a whole long part at the end. That's really funny. Yeah. And how about I Know You Know? Anything to say on that?
Well, I can't help but think of the CIX theme song, because of the title. And I really enjoyed.
How niched is that?
Hey!
Sorry.
I really enjoy. They had a lot of seasons. There's like 8 seasons of that show.
Well, what's the crossover gonna like the rate between Meowers here for ZB1 and people who watched that show?
Probably really low. I just really appreciated being able to see their mics up close. Because they're beautiful, and Gunnock really popped off. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll disagree with everything you said there, and I'll say that I think the whole album is actually really good. I really enjoy all of the songs a lot. It's nice for this time of year, and the vibes are good. Star Eyes is my favorite on the album because you know that I love songs that sound like anime endings, and this is that, and it's so long as well.
I think I didn't write it down because I thought it was too spicy of a take, but like you've already gone there a couple of times already this episode, so I'll just say it anyway. I think that is the one that I was like, yeah, 1, it sounds like an anime song, but 2, it just does really sound like a great song for a group that is disbanding. Like, you know, to put it bluntly, it sounds, you know, like a song that's like, we're all gathering together for our final farewell. You know?
Yeah.
Unless it's a different song on the album and I've completely mixed it up. But they've got one on their album that sounds like that to me.
It definitely sounds like an end of sorts, because it also sounds like the type of song that would be one of the last ones at a concert, and it would be so much fun. And I love songs with that vibe as well. So, I think it's really good, but it's interesting that we're saying that if it is like, you know, their disbandment album sort of thing, because one of the only negative things that I could really say about the album is that, at least when I compare it to like 101 or Kepler's full album, it doesn't seem like it was presented in the same way with the same scale. Like, I think the promotion and like presentation of the album was missing that sort of like, I mean, you know, there's sentimentality in there. I don't want to say that there's not. Like, obviously, like, yes. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like the B-sides could have also been on their other albums and they would have fit. Like, there's just something, like, it doesn't exactly seem like this is their last special, like, run. And like, this is what we have for everybody.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this album, like, I'm thankful that I didn't find it boring, but it is leaning a bit NCT to me. Like, the whole album to me just sounded kind of NCT. And so I guess what I would say is, even this far into their time of being a group, I still don't really feel like they have much of a distinct sound to me, as much as like 101 I think that for. I think that their vocals are distinct. Like, I feel like, oh yeah, this sounds like a ZB1 song because it sounds like the ZB1 members, but I don't feel like I got very much like identity from it. So, but I mean, it is like they're good at making stuff.
Yeah.
I just feel like I never have really felt like, oh, this is so ZB1.
Okay, well, do you have anything else to say about ZB1?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay, then you can go ahead and introduce the next group.
The next group we're going to be talking about is MONSTA X. Mon bébé, get ready. Thank you for the who.
Yeah.
So MONSTA X, they had a comeback. Okay, I don't. Can you
we already
preface this?
We already talked about Do What I Want, their pre-release in the August K-pop comebacks episode, and we had to split that episode into 2 parts. So it is in part 2 if you want to hear our initial thoughts on that.
I do want to add that I've watched the recording behind for Do What I Want, and I would recommend it. I thought it was quite interesting and entertaining the whole way throughout.
I will also say that I watched that too at a separate time, and I have the same feelings about it. I thought it was enjoyable.
That was after she took my recommendation, so you can trust it. But yeah, that song is actually iconic. Like, you know, okay. But yeah, that was just the pre-release. So then they came back with the title song and the front. That's it. The letter N. And I guess did you want to share your thoughts on it? Oh, okay. I will talk about it. So I like to start with the music video usually. Legitimately, so like this was September 1st, right? That this happened.
Yes.
So I watched it on September 1st, or you know, like around that time I watched it. And then I was listening to it and stuff all throughout the month. But then when I went to take my comprehensive notes for the episode, I had to go to watch it again because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to take my notes now. I legitimately blocked it out because when I went to go and watch it again to take the notes, I had completely forgotten about, well, like everything that was going on. So we'll have to hear what Utility has to say about this, see if she's going to beat her allegations or not. But the cowboy rodeo elements to this music video are obviously not my thing and shocking, honestly. Even if it is your thing, I still think it's got a shock value to it, much like Do What I Want. You know, they're really going into this with bold, you know, boldness and assertiveness. You know, they chose a concept and they went with it boldly. So you have to appreciate that because that is MONSTA X's style and brand through and through. So I don't like the music video concept, but you know, I appreciate the boldness because it is on brand for them. The song though is super catchy. It's slightly more tame than Do What I Want. So like I actually vibe with Do What I Want more because Do What I Want is like, you know, it's like X Phenomenon levels of like really going for it. Whereas
party time.
Yes, this one is like the slightly more, I feel like they always do that. I feel like MONSTA X, their slightly more tame song is the one that is the title track that's promoted. You know, it's like the slightly more mainstream sound. Yeah. And then the one that's like full MONSTA X is like a B-side. But that's fine. Because, you know, they're still delivering with the energy and everything. And like I said, it's still really catchy. So I have been enjoying it a lot. I just like that the stage performances, the music video, the album, everything that they've got going on with this comeback is delivering with the energy and the quality and the identity. You know, like this is like their first full comeback in a really long time, like full member comeback. And like it's checking all of those boxes, you know, like they didn't leave anything like, oh, well, I wish it felt a little bit more like a MONSTA X comeback. Oh, well, I wish that, you know, this was falling a little short quality wise. No, I feel like it's got everything. And maybe that's just because I'm biased, but I feel like it's got everything. I also would recommend the Move to Performance for In the Front because I've been liking the Move to Performances that I've seen lately. Like I feel like they are a nice way to consume the content. Like I like them more than the studio chooms usually. And the stage performances are good, but I just feel like there's been so many audio and mic issues lately that it's frustrating.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. I agree with what you said. Like from the beginning to the end, I'm there with you agreeing. The Move to Performance is good. The music video, I literally did completely forget about it as well. Like I completely think I blocked it out. Like right now, like I've only seen it once still. I kind of forgot that there is a music video. I like, you know, as we were about to like as you were about to go into it, I got the brief images like flashing past in my mind, like slightly blurred, like it is like a fever dream. Like, am I remembering it correctly? So sorry. That's what I can't say much about the music video, but like, yes, bold, not holding back, continuing that concept from Do What I Want. That's for sure. Well, like, you know, not
the energy,
the energy,
vibes.
yeah. I think that they are giving experienced,
absolutely,
clearly experienced, like their experience as a group, as performers shows they have effortless coolness, and you know, they seem experienced, but they don't seem arrogant. They don't ever, like, I never get from MONSTA X when I watch their performances that they think they're all that and a bag of chips in like a, ooh, like, you know,
like
I'm
a
not,
haughty way.
Yeah, like, it's just like, oh, okay, like, if you're delivering that vibe right now, like, it's the concept and it's working. So I really want to recognize that. But yes, what you were saying with the audio issues on some music shows, I don't know what, it seemed to be specifically Mnet has.
Call them out.
Yeah, I will. I don't know what they have against Hyungwon, Minhyuk, and Shonu, but at least their mics were louder on other music shows. I appreciate that IM was there for the stages. I thought that was nice. And I did enjoy watching the performances. It kind of made the song feel a little bit more like a title track, because at first, yeah, I was liking I still do like Do What I Want more. And I was kind of thinking at first, ooh, I don't know about this as a title track. Isn't it kind of lacking? But no, like, it's so catchy, and
I feel like it's kind of like a context, you know, like if we hadn't heard Do What I Want, we might not have thought that much, you know, but because you hear Do What I Want and you hear it first, it's like the other one, like I said, it's toned down, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're absolutely owning the stage when they perform. And I agree with you so much. Like, I feel like specifically with Juhoney, how much he's like, you know, going for it whenever he performs. I feel like it would be so easy for people to think like he thinks that he is great, and because his lyrics too, you know, are always in that way, but somehow it still comes off as like, I mean, it's not like it sounds humble, but I'm saying, you know, like it's the humblest energy that you could have, while also completely like confidently delivering, having aura, all of that.
Yeah. You know, I do wish that they performed Do What I Want on stages, or like had some other thing for it. That would have been nice to see. I think that the album was good, solid. I liked all the songs, and I don't always like all of their B-sides, but I did. And I liked what they did it for at least one music show stage, and I think that, I almost said Pentagon, I think that PLAVE did like it kind of similarly, but I think that's because I also just watched the full cam, and so they were all doing the ending fairy at the same time. But I think maybe another group this month did ending fairies in the same way, but I know at least one of the in the front stages, they did their ending fairies all together, and they were like, it was in separate boxes for each person, and I was like, oh, I've never seen this happen, like, but it's definitely a time saver. I'm like, this is so, like,
True, yeah.
I would be fine if they started doing ending fairies like that, and then if you want to see it full screen, you can watch the fan cam or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but I just usually click away. I don't even wait for the ending fairy most of the time.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm gonna beat the allegations, because I did already tell you that I liked that one in Kigayo stage, that it was like saloon set, but they had really pretty pink and green lighting, and I thought it was a really good stage. I liked the way that it looked. I liked their performance. So I guess from our allegations episode, I don't know. You're going to say I'm not beating it, but it's not because I like that style. I thought the lights were pretty.
Sure.
Are we ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay, we're talking about CIX. Their title track is Wonder You. I will share my opinion first. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to say that I don't really care for the title track as a title track. Okay? When I heard the highlight medley, I felt this way, and I saw that a lot of other fics were feeling the same, strongly saying that SOS should have been the title track, or at least a double title. I really, like, no disrespect to the members, because I know that Byunggon worked on both, but I think that the actual title track is just a little boring to have to be promoted that much. SOS is way more, like, exciting, fast-paced. It just, to me, makes so much more sense as a title track. However, I do get and I appreciate that they're continuing lore, and so their title track is working to maintain the lore. And I kind of thought that we weren't going to be getting more. Like, I was like, uh-oh, like, you know, certain things happen, and it's like, are we still preserving the lore here? And we are. So I really love that. But to talk about the music video, I can't say that I do love it, because honestly, I'm sorry, the music video was just not for me. It's just not for me. Similar to the MONSTA X Do What I Want video, it's just not for me. I just feel like the song is like, it's very CIX. It is. It just sounds like a B-side. And SOS sounds like the title track. Like, so I'm glad that they are promoting SOS as well, and that, like, they have choreography for it and everything. So I appreciate that. But yeah, I think, I don't know, you know, like, I just think that if they had a company that cared about them, they would be able to have more opportunities. People would listen to their music if they knew they were having a comeback, you know, like that sort of thing. And so if people, like, I feel like if people aren't already in it and then they hear the title track, I mean, maybe if they see the music video, like, they would want to be a fan. I don't know if they like the music video, but hearing the song isn't, like, pulling people in my opinion, because it's not dynamic. It's not. I'm not getting that. I don't know. I have no idea how you feel about it. So are you thinking, like, oh wow, this is the best CX song I've ever heard? And I also think it's Wonder You. Like, why are we having the English title be that? Like, it's just so, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. Okay, anyway, I love CIX music. It's so good. CIX has so many great songs, like really good songs. And Save Me, Kill Me, that music video is, hello, go watch our favorite music videos tier list. It's one of my all-time favorites. Never will not be my favorite, or whatever we called that tier. I also, I'm sorry, I just need to point out, for anybody that might be listening and thinking that CIX is copying other concepts or something like that with their angel thing. One, you do know that angels don't belong to any specific person or group, right? And 2, do you know how long CIX has been building their lore? Like a long time, a lot longer than some of these other groups that people are claiming to, to say CIX is copying. They've been doing their lore a lot longer than some of these groups have even been around. So please can everybody just have their own angel concept and do it in their own way, and then it will be fine. Thank you.
Yeah, like they literally had people with angel wings on in such earlier music videos.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I'm sorry. I feel like I'll just wrap up my thoughts on CIX completely.
Okay.
Because I didn't really say what I how I feel about SOS is really strongly. I think it's really, really good. And I think it's pretty different for CIX. I don't think they have that many songs that are that pacing, that tempo. But it's very similar to Gravity's Love or Die in the pop rock sound. And it also makes me think of IVE in some parts. That part in I think it's Hypnosis with the with Liz's part, and you hear the voice through the fog. That part, there's parts in SOS that sound like that, and I really love those parts. And yeah, so I think let me just reiterate, I think that the songs are good. I just think that they need better promotion, and honestly, who's gonna disagree with that?
Everyone's always agreeing with that sentiment. You just say it anytime, anywhere, and people are like, yeah, I think so too.
Okay, now sorry, what do you think?
Well, I will say that SOS, I only have listened to it once, but it really reminded me of something. Maybe it's one of those things that you were talking about. I get what you're saying. I definitely do think that when I heard SOS, I thought it was a bit more interesting. And I definitely think that Wonder You is a bit I don't want to watch a whole bunch of stages of it, because I'm okay, I've heard it already. I'm good now. But I do think that the song is fine. The music video, maybe part of the whole vibe of this is you're saying, with the lore and everything, maybe they just felt like this one had such a strong concept for them to build that it should be the title track, because it's it's got all the concept there, But yeah, the music video, it's a little much for me. Sailor concept is never really gonna work for me. If someone were to ever do the sailor concept seriously, it probably would be fine, but it always turns so costumey, and I can't take it seriously. I actually might have been able to, if they had just not had the sailor outfits on, they could have done the same exact thing, no sailor outfits. It probably would have been significantly better for me. I would have been able to take it more seriously. If they were just depicted as beings that were on this voyage, not sailors with their sailor hats on this voyage, I think that would have improved it a lot, because I actually really like the sailing to the heavens, sailing to the gods sort of aesthetic that they've chosen. I mean, the ending part is reminding me of the end of the game Only Up, when you climb all the way up to the top and you get to the section with the gods.
I have no idea what that is. Sorry. I'm just pretending to know.
It definitely is giving that a lot, but it's that makes sense because they're reaching the gods, So I'm really not upset about the concept that they went with if you took away the sailor aspect. But yeah, the song is a little, it's just a little, it's not super catchy, super I feel like title tracks are always ones that you want to keep listening to because you're going to consume the content so much. So there's that. I will say the only other like song that I had something of note to talk about. Let me just put it on record because you're like, oh, maybe you think this is the best CIX song ever. No, my favorite CIX songs are Lovers or Enemies and Cinema. Everybody knows this. But the vocal tones at the start of the song Upstander,
I knew you were gonna like that.
It literally piqued my interest. Like, I was literally like, okay, now I'm gonna listen to the rest of the CIX songs on this album. You know, I'm going through the songs and I'm thinking, like, a lot of the times when I start to listen to the B-sides, I just am like, okay, like, let me put the song on and kind of listen to it, and if I have some thoughts, I'll jot them down. So the song starts playing and I'm just like, oh. Like, I was actively like, hey, what have they got going on here? Like, this is nice. I really liked the vocal tones at the start. The rest of the song, I feel like it changed a little bit and they didn't like really bring that through a whole bunch, but the beginning, like, they were cooking.
I think it's so funny that I felt so strongly that you would like that for some reason. They have a song from one of their early albums called Bystander, so now they have Upstander.
Oh, nice.
And
I like that.
I also think like it has, like, they have some other songs that sound like that, so maybe you'd like those. Like What You Wanted from their debut album kind of has a similar like groove to it, like a similar sort of sound.
Like, those vocal tones are like the big draw to CIX for me personally. Like, it's not like I really love their choreography that they do, or I really love their aesthetic looks that they go for, or I really love the beat of their songs usually. Like, usually one of the top things for me is those sorts of vocal tones. When those come through, I'm like, ooh, this is making this song really good to me.
Okay, so now we are moving on. We're moving on to talk about Dayoung from WJSN. She actually had a solo debut and she released 3 songs, all of which are in English actually. But we're going to talk about them because if you are not aware, she's kind of having a very big viral moment right now. And so I feel like we definitely have to acknowledge it because I don't know, like, I'm not super in to the WJSN fandom, but, you know, at one point in my life, I was just like, wait a minute, WJSN music is really good. And so like, seeing this happen is kind of like, oh wow, like, this is great to see. So I'm curious to know your opinions on Dayoung's release.
Well, it's obviously not my style. It's really not my style at all, but it could have been so much worse. You know, like, this could have been done in a way where I was like, oh my God, like, no. But it doesn't bother me at all. I just would not say that I like it, but like, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, this is a really like crazy thing, guys. Like, you would be thinking, oh, she must hate this. No, it doesn't bother me at all. I really like how much fun she seems to be having. Like, definitely. On the stages too, like, she seems like she's having a really good time. I cannot separate her from Hilary Duff.
Oh, what? Really?
She looks so much like Hilary Duff with this makeup and hairstyling.
Yeah, okay.
Like, her makeup and hairstyling is just, for some reason, she has transformed into Hilary Duff. But yeah, I mean, for body specifically, that's what I would say is like, oh, and it's extremely catchy, you know, It gets stuck in my head. It's extremely catchy, but I don't personally care about this vibe at all. But like, I'd say, you know, thank you for not offending me, because this very easily could have been like, oh God, I hate this. But it's not that way at all. I think she's doing a great job for what she obviously wanted to do. So I can understand it being like a moment.
Okay, I'm going to pretty much agree with you. I'm gonna start by saying, like, it's so, like, it makes you happy to, like, see this happening. Like, I'm so glad that she is seeing this success, and WJSN is getting more recognition because of it as well. So it's really deserved because, yeah, you can definitely tell how much she's putting into this, and you can tell how much fun she's having and how much she seems to be enjoying herself. And so it's just very refreshing to see that. And I don't think any of us were expecting it, but, like, now that everybody's having so much fun with it, it's, like, extra nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm also in the same position as you, and kind of like Lovesick Game. Like, this didn't have much, like, for me hearing about it to be like
much potential for you to like it.
Yes. Like, I think everybody who's a Meower knows how we would feel about this concept and, like, aesthetic and stuff like that. But it's just so catchy. It's just so catchy. The dance, I really like the choreography. I think it's, like, very catchy as well. And I am so relieved that it was promoted like a K-pop song.
Oh, yeah.
She's a K-pop artist and treated it like a K-pop comeback. She was on music shows, like, she still is on music shows because she's also promoting #1 Rockstar. And so, if she was going on, like,
the other shows
or something like that, it wouldn't have been as big, I don't think. Like, it would have been so, like, the vibes would have stayed on the side of things that I don't vibe with at all, and it wouldn't have been as iconic. But
I think it would have soured it a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. But it just, yeah, like, I think that's what made people love it so much, is the fact that she just seemed to genuinely be having such a good time and wanted to show off her performance. And, she was giving it her all. And also to see that somebody can, WJSN has been on hiatus for a long time. Nobody even expected Dayoung to have a solo debut, but she was able to get a music show win. And so everybody also seeing that can happen kind of out of nowhere is like, oh, wow. Like, so people can be rewarded for their hard work, I think that's kind of how everybody's feeling about it. And she's just bringing back a lot of fun energy that K-pop needs every now and again. Like, it's like a Brave Girls Rollin' moment, to bring that up again. Like,
honestly, yeah, that's a good point. Like, a lot of the younger and newer groups end up, like, it's not they won't have fun or upbeat songs, but, like, you might be getting a little bit of a try hard energy from them, or like a like, we're doing, like, we have to do what is trendy. Like, it's not like bursting from my soul.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, I like to see that. And the encore stage that she had, it was great to see some of the other WJSN members there. And she was even, like, the backup dancers were having fun. Hyungjun from Gravity, because he's an MC. It was nice to see him be so, like, openly supportive of her. They're both Starship artists, so, like, there's that. And she was doing challenges with so many people all the time. And so it was just, like, a fun time.
Yeah.
And so her other songs, what do you think?
#1 Rockstar, I'm gonna say this in the most complimentary way possible. Like, do not get the wrong idea. I thought it when I saw the music video, and then I was like, it's even more confirmed and, like, reinforced when I saw the stage performance. It's giving Disney you know, like I'll bring up Hilary
Decom.
Duff again. Yeah, like at the end of the Hilary Duff movie when she's doing her performance or whatever, or like Camp Rock, that ending. It's giving that, like not in a this is low caliber sort of way, just in like the sort of, I don't know, the brightness, the like, it just sounds exactly like
Yes.
that.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Like I was getting Hannah Montana.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's not, these aren't songs that like I might not frequent Body, like, which is her title track, as much going forward as, like, you know, everybody's so in it right now. But like I might not be playing it as much later once this moment is kind of over, because they're just not, like, you know, my favorite style, but they're not like terrible songs or something.
Yeah, like I think she did a great job.
Yeah. And like the fact that they're all in English is just like so surprising as well.
Yeah, I was very surprised. Like, not that that's not like that's a surprising thing to happen in K-pop. I mean, I don't know her very well, but like I wouldn't have expected that from her.
Yeah. Okay, so would you like to now move on?
Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about Wendy from Red Velvet. She has her third mini album, and the title track is called Sun Kiss. So I will share my opinion on this, and I'm just going to say I think it's a great album and a great title track. I would expect nothing less from a powerhouse vocalist like Wendy, but she exceeded expectations with this for me. And I think the most impressive thing is her ability to perform live on music shows. She was doing choreography, like, yes, it was very simplified choreography, but it did make use of the stage, which I like. So she was having to travel around a bit, and she was performing, like, the song is very like vocally dynamic, and she did amazing. You know, the backtrack, it was either like non-existent or like very low or like only there for part of the song, but like it is basically like she was performing and it's just her voice. And so I just, you know, shout out to Wendy. And the mood of the album is really nice as well. I don't really know how to describe it, but the best word that I could think of was free. All of the songs have this like freeness to them, and I think it keeps her blue theme nicely. So I would say good job, Wendy.
Okay. I feel like you thought of a better word than I could think of. I was trying to think up of a word for one of the songs, and I was like, the best I could come up was lighthearted, but I was like, it's not lighthearted. Maybe like light just in general would have been better. But yeah, I apologize for a lot of these things coming up not being things that I am actually actively interested in. But I will share my thoughts anyway. I think that Sunkiss is nice. Like it really, the music video and everything, the performances, it feels, and the song, it feels like the title, like Sunkiss.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, you feel that, which I just think is really nice. And I don't know when she has time to breathe. Like,
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
like, is she singing on the inhales as well? Like, is she singing on the inhales and she's singing on the exhales? Because she's never breathing. So yeah, obviously, like, powerhouse. She's definitely doing a fantastic job. Existential crisis is the one that I was trying to describe the vibe for, because I really appreciated the like lightness to it as like a juxtaposition to the, you know, the
lyrics.
content. Yeah. I think that was really nice. Like, it just, I don't know, it was satisfying, I guess. So yeah, I'd say she did a good job. Like, I don't ever listened to Wendy's music, but I think she did a really good job.
I would say that the album would be a good driving album.
Probably,
Like, it definitely has those vibes. Okay. We are now going to talk about UNIS because they had a Japanese single called Moshi Moshi, and I'll say what I thought. Yeah, and like you said with Wendy, and you probably mentioned it earlier too, a lot of these comebacks we're talking about today are from artists that I'm not really like in the fandom for, but I like to listen to their music casually. So like, I'm sharing my opinions from that perspective. But UNIS, I loved some of their other songs. I haven't really heard many, but their other title tracks I enjoy. And so I I checked this song out and I'm like, wait a minute, this song is so good and it's so fun. And it absolutely feels like a Japanese song, like feels like J-pop for sure, and I love that. And it's just that cute and fun song that's gonna lift your mood when you listen to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I thought the music video was cute. I like the outfits, and I thought the carousel scene was very pretty. It's not, our most frequented carousel. So that was nice. And the lighting and like colors were nice throughout. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot of specifics to delve into, but it's an enjoyable song, so I wanted to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that it's maybe redundant to say it once again because everyone probably already was thinking it and you've already said it, but it is so J-pop. Like when I watched it, I was like, wow, like this is just, they went full J-pop, I feel like. I mean, maybe to people who actually know J-pop, they'd be like, well, no, it still has got a lot of K-pop influences, but it felt really J-pop to me. And so in some capacities, I was kind of like, it's maybe a little more boring and like, because it kind of has like, they let certain things have impact, rather than it being like, here, there, stuff, blah, blah, it's like, we know that this is a bold statement, we know that this is delivering something already and we let it sit there. Okay. I feel like J-pop has that vibe sometimes where it's like kind of a slightly more understated while also being overstated. I don't really
I'm understanding.
Okay. So yeah, I was kind of like, the song I feel like maybe I would have expected a little bit more going on, but at the same time, this is already a lot. I liked their colored eyeliner that they were sporting, and I liked the outfits at the end, like the blue and white styling. I really liked that, and I totally get what you're saying, and I also agree. The like overall like lighting and like aesthetic appearance of the music video was really satisfying and really pretty.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I enjoyed it.
Nice. Now I can play it all the time. And any song or like even aesthetics that remind me of Style Savvy, it's always going to be a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time to talk about PLAVE.
What?
I know.
Excuse me?
Because I actually did go back in the notes that I shared with you and I added it, but I had completely, no offense, forgotten to I forgot the fact that they did in fact have something this month, so we obviously get to talk about PLAVE, right? Like why would we skip this?
Okay, I mean, I don't need notes for PLAVE.
Yeah. So PLAVE actually had the Korean version of Hide and Seek, and so they did perform it once on Music Core. Oh, why don't you just say anything about it? Like, because why not?
Okay, well, PLAVE is fantastic and incredible and really just top tier. So you can just take that in general. And then on top of that, like, I already liked Hide and Seek before, when they had it as their Japanese debut. The Korean version, when I first heard it, it's always got that jarring element to it where you're like, I already know the song, so why does it sound different now, right? Like, I don't know, I feel like I don't know the lyrics anymore, sound-wise, even though I didn't really know the lyrics. But I think it's thankfully not a situation where you feel like, oh, like the song is kind of weird, you know?
Yes.
Like, it's still, the sound profile, I think it matches to the point where it still works, you know? And I love their promotion that they've been doing for it. I love the styling. I love that we get to see it on a music show. When I saw that they were going to be doing, you know, we were assuming it was the Korean version of Hide and Seek, I all of a sudden was just like, does that mean they're going to go on a music show? Like, are they going to promote it? Because I really hope they promote it. I want them to promote it, and they have. So I'm really glad about that. And yeah, I mean, what's not to like, right?
Exactly. Everything is to like, because PLAVE is not disappointing us. And yeah, like, I mean, pretty much everything that you said I can agree with, except it was funny when I heard this Korean version for the first time, because it was suddenly like, wait a minute, like, I'm understanding. Because like, it was just like, I was like, you know, so it was a little jarring, but in a different way than it can usually be, like, because I was understanding what they were saying. But yeah, I'm really glad that it matches the Japanese version so well. It, you know, in both the sound, like the lyrics match up, so it's not like, ew, yeah, this doesn't sound like what I'm used to. But also it's like, you know, complementary to the Japanese release, and they have the performance video, and that's obviously so good, and just everything is so good. So I'm really glad that they gave us this, and you know, nobody was expecting it, or like at least not now. And so even though they're like so busy, for them to still be giving us this is just like, wow, thank you. We recognize you and we appreciate all your hard work, and we understand that so much goes into everything that you do. So the fact that we would be rewarded in this way is very nice.
Yeah, like I would never turn my nose up at more PLAVE, you know, like I could always have more, but at the same time, I already feel like I'm getting literally so much from them, like literally dropping a comeback moment in between your world tour, you know, like, are you kidding me? But also to bring up what you were saying about it being complimentary. Like, I love when groups do that, where they have a Korean version and a Japanese version and they're complimentary. I think that's so cool.
So yes, that was our PLAVE moment. Thanks for joining us. Now we're talking about ATEEZ, and this is a Japanese album that we're talking about. Their title track is called Ash, and I'm gonna say that I actually didn't know, well, one, like, that they were gonna release this. I don't keep up with ATEEZ. I'm very sorry. Like, we're kind of like maybe getting into them, definitely more than we were. I don't follow ATEEZ, like I don't keep up with every release that they have, so I honestly didn't know that they were planning this release, and I didn't have any idea that they had released 2 of the songs that are included on this album, like, in the past, like last year?
I think 3 of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think somebody in the comments was saying, or 3 or 4 maybe.
What?
I think somebody was like,
no. I know that there's I know multiple songs, but I'm saying music videos. Like,
oh, there's 2 music videos.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, and so I didn't know that some of the songs had already been released and stuff, and that they were already music videos. So I watched them all now. So I will just like talk about kind of everything right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wasn't sure what to expect at all, but I'm very pleased with it. Like, very pleased, ATEEZ. First of all, Ash is a bop. The music video is, it's not for me. I thought it was a little boring, sorry. But the song, oh yeah, good times. Like, that's fun. And the album, like, whew, what a time. I don't always vibe with ATEEZ B-sides. I never really know what I'm gonna get. Some of them are hits, some of them I don't listen to. But I think this is a no-skip album. Like, I regret not tuning into the ones that had already been released sooner. And I'm really glad about the length of it. And, you know, like, at first, though, I was looking at it kind of being like, oh, wow, it's long. Like, am I gonna want to listen to this whole thing? Because, like, what I was just saying, I didn't really know if I was gonna like everything or not. But it didn't disappoint. And each song is offering something new, but it feels very, very cohesive and complete. And yeah, nothing bad to say about the songs. It's just, out of the 3 music videos that I watched, I kind of only liked Birthday. I really like the scenes with Mingi and the sparkles and the cakes. Like, I really liked those scenes. I thought they were very nice to look at.
I literally had to make a note that I like Mingy's shirt because it's so pretty.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'm in a similar boat. You know, I didn't know about any of this existing, so I will just kind of speed run through it because it's not the most, you know, it's like first impression thoughts. You know, it's not like super in-depth stuff. But I agree with what you're saying, sort of like when you don't really know a group very well and you see such a long album, it's intimidating.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it can feel kind of like a slog to go through all that. But I really, like, now that I think about it, I didn't feel at all like I was like, okay, there's another song. Like, let's listen to the next one. Okay, now let me check the next one. It really just flew by. So Ash, I think... I mean, at first I was thinking, oh, this is kind of different for like a Japanese comeback. Like, it's nice, but it's unexpected. But now that I heard that they kind of have like a whole album that sounds like that, I guess that's just how they, like, that's the vibe that they go for their Japanese comebacks. So that one, you know, yeah, it was nice. But I don't know if I got full bop from it like you did. Face, however... Face is pretty good. It's giving me Green Day or like Good Charlotte or somebody vibes like that. So I was vibing with that. Like, it was really giving me those, like, you know, is that 2000s or 2010s? Probably around 2010s vibes.
Oh, really?
No, you don't think so?
No, I was going to say 90s.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's 2000s. It's 90s, 2000s maybe. Yeah. 2010s, oh yeah, 2010s is when the music started to go real downhill. So that one's pretty nice.
How about Carly Rae Jepsen?
Okay, sorry, the one Carly Rae Jepsen song that I know, sure, pop off. We always knew that she was a Carly Rae Jepsen fan. Like, it just somehow it comes out. Like, it's just like, how do you know that Carly Rae Jepsen song? But apparently she does. Crescendo. It's a Pentagon song. Okay. It literally sounds so much like a Pentagon song. So if you like Pentagon,
Pentagon.
Not Okay. This is one of the ones with the music video. I was not okay. Okay,
why?
Because of the eye stab.
Oh yeah.
And they literally start the music video with the definition of trauma on the screen, like literally, like they write the definition of trauma. and then the song is not okay, and I'm going through watching the music video and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, this is whatever. And then I was like, oh, good, thanks, because now you gave me trauma and I am not okay. Crazy. Just like, what a coincidence, you know? Days, someone sounds like Bambi. Yeah. Ooh. I said it.
Ooh, really?
I don't know who it is because I don't know them well enough, and it's just a song. Like, there's no visual elements to it, but I swear to you, somebody in that song sounds like Bambi. So if
gotta
you like,
pull my headphones out.
If you like Bambi, then there you go. And then lastly, yeah, birthday. I mean, it's giving Make-A-Wish. NCT,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Ice on My Teeth work.
Yeah.
So I was vibing with it. And yeah, the Mingy sparkly shirt, sparkle scene, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I actually did, when I listened to the album for the first time, I was wearing headphones, and I think maybe that's one of the reasons why it was so good, because the sound, like, there were so many sounds and they were really coming through nicely. Okay, we are moving on to talk about TIOT, and they have 4 songs, and it's their 4th mini album. So you can go ahead and share your thoughts.
Oh, okay. I don't exactly know what we're calling the, like, pre-release. Is it every 10 minutes?
Yes.
Okay.
I did write that in the notes corrections when I added PLAVE, but
okay. I think that this one's really nice. Now, you might not be surprised because it's TIOT, but I just feel like they have such distinct and good sounding voices. And I just, for some reason, maybe it's the view count, I don't know, but just for some reason, I just feel like TIOT is so, like, underappreciated. Yeah. Like, this is the vibe I get from them.
They are.
But I mean, also, it's the vibe that they're giving, you know? Like,
oh, yeah.
So
in an
I guess
affectionate
it makes sense. Yeah, no. Like, I feel like it's what they're trying to get. Like, they are like, we are the underdogs in their presence. But like I just feel like every time I talk about them, I'm talking about them in such a way, you know?
Yeah.
But like, their vocal tones are so, like, they have such distinct voices, but I feel like they're subtle, you know? It's not distinct in that way where you feel like I have a distinct voice, you know? It's subtle, and they're so passionate in their delivery with everything. It just keeps working every time that they make a song like this one. And like, I like the whole band aspect, you know, like, it's just so good, you know? So I really enjoyed this one. Should I go through everything?
Are you talking about every 10 minutes, or are you talking about My Pride?
I'm talking still about every 10 minutes.
Okay, you can just go ahead with everything.
Okay, so My Pride, I actually kind of have less to say on it. Like, I think it's nice. I'm liking it. And I'm liking that they're going on stage with their live vocals and everything like they've been doing. But I kind of feel like maybe I don't remember what it stands for. I wrote down the short version of the title to save room in my notes. IDWW. I'm kind of feeling like I like that one better maybe for a title track. Like, it's a similar situation to CIX. Like, I feel like maybe that one's just a little more catchy and interesting to hear on repeat. But I mean, good that they have so many songs that I liked, you know, like, that's a good thing. I do think that My Pride worked well with the music video though. Like, I was thinking that the music video was kind of weird. Like, I was like, oh, they're like plugged in, you know, like, this is weird. But seeing it, like, listening to the song with the music video, I think I was enjoying more than on the stages. Because I felt like it was more like, I liked how my brain was like trying to follow along with the story of the music video and engaging in that little extra element rather than watching the stages. I don't think I was getting as much engagement with like the choreography, you know, like, I just felt like it was working, more for me pairing with the music video than pairing with stage performances. That's why I just feel like, I don't know, maybe the other one, stage performance wise, I would have enjoyed more. But overall, I think that they did a great job with everything. And I just really appreciate, I say it every time, but their vibes and their energy. Like, I never feel like I'm not getting everything from them, you know?
Yes. Well, I am sort of with you, and in some places I'm sort of the opposite. That other song that I mean, it's so new, I don't remember what it stands for either, but I kind of think I was thinking that one might have made a more exciting title as well, but I kind of liked the stage performances of My Pride more than the music video. I didn't have a problem with the music video. Like, I thought it was well made, but it just wasn't keeping my interest that much, but the stage performances were.
Okay.
So that's kind of interesting. And every 10 minutes, the same thing was kind of happening. Honestly, I was not drawn into the music video at all. I was kind of like, why did there need to be a video for this?
Okay.
But I think all the songs are nice. I just, I can't help but really love The Long Season and Moonrise and even Unbeatable. And so I would love to have more of that style as a title track from TIOT.
Yes, I feel like I haven't gotten a like favorite title track yet, because I don't really want to call Unbeatable a title track, because it was like pre-debut and it was like a remake song.
Yeah.
So in terms of their title tracks, I'm still waiting for one to deliver as much as their other songs have delivered that still have a music video and everything, you know? But yeah, like I know that they can make some really good stuff, but like I like this one better than Rock Thang.
Yeah.
So
and Flexline.
And Flexline. Yeah. So I'm glad that they pivoted a little bit for their title track vibe, but they really could just go even further, like all the way to Unbeatable. Like like Unbeatable is a mixture of like the elements that you get from Long Season, but like in an upbeat sort of rock way. Like they keep wanting to do like a rock sort of vibe, but they're doing a more like hip-hoppy rock vibe, and they're not doing the like guitar like sentimentally.
Sentimental. Yes. So like you said, and like I said about CIX, it's just not gonna be the kind of song that I'm going to want to watch every performance of or go back to over and over again. But there's really nothing wrong with it. I think it's a good song, but I do need to say, My Pride is so familiar. I have been looking everywhere since its release, and I still cannot find a clear indication that it is like a remake or it heavily samples something, but like I've actually literally heard this song before. So it's like bothering me just a bit, because I'm like, no, I know it sounds like something, I just don't know what. And I can even like slightly hear like what it's making me think of, but I can't fully hear it to know what it is. But yeah, I do appreciate how involved the members seem to keep being on their music. That's really good to see. And so yeah, with TIOT, I think my biggest thing is, like you had mentioned, like they are really giving it everything. Like they're putting their all into everything, and you can feel that. You can see the energy still when you're watching the stages, and I think that they keep improving. Like they're that's why I enjoyed watching the stage even more than the music video, because I could feel their passion coming through so much.
True.
Okay, it is time to move on to our last comeback of the day, which is Aimers. And this was just released, so honestly we don't probably have much to say, but I wanted to shout out Aimers because I think that they deserve more recognition, and I would like to keep hearing music from them, so I'd like people to tune in so that they can keep making music. So what do you think?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real here. I listened to the album. It was different. I appreciated the different sounds to it. I feel like we got a lot actually in September of summer sounding songs.
Yes.
And so it's very summery sounding, fresh. But I mean, I
don't really get why we're doing summer in
I
late
know.
September. It's so weird, but
yeah, like so many of them. I was like, this is summery.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't have much to say.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, it's not my favorite from them because it's not as energetic, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's bad or something. I do like the brightness of the video,
Yeah.
and I like that they are, you know, they still seem like they're staying true to Aimers. Like they don't seem like they're pivoting to try and appeal. They seem like
good.
they're being genuine in what they're releasing.
That's very good.
Yes. Okay, so that's all that we are covering today. And if you enjoyed everything that we said, if you liked hearing our opinions, please like the video wherever you are listening. And you can leave us a comment on Spotify or on YouTube and let us know your favorite September K-pop comebacks. Let us know if you agreed with our opinions, and yeah, what else do they need to do?
They need to, I can't do those parts. I'm gonna get the timing all wrong.
They need to subscribe to the BlushCat channel and turn on notifications if they have not already done so.
Yes. And thank you all to like the new subscribers that have been joining up. Thank you so much.
We're almost at 100.
Almost.
But at the time that we're recording this, we haven't hit it yet, so we can't say thank you for 100. But thank you for the new Meowers that have joined us. And thank you for listening. This has been Utility.
And me. Bye.
Meow, 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 meow.